Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. So today we're going to talk about the new version, which is just came out today. Very exciting news, which is the V3 version. So the difference between the V3 version and V1 version, the normal one you used to trade, it's the same thing, like same concept, but we add a lot of risk control settings. So I'm going to show you now what's actually had been added to the V3. Keep in mind, we also changed the template. We're still going to have the swing five, the pre-market template, the micro pre-market, and the fixed target and trail, but with different setting because we added some cool stuff to this V3 version. So the main thing actually we add to the V3 version, if you guys can see, especially in the swing five and the pre-market, sometimes, especially the swing five, it's using 1 to 3 risk reward, which is 3-to-1 risk reward. So sometimes, let's say the trade, the stop loss is like 300 ticks or 400 ticks sometimes, and then the profit is like almost 600 ticks, 900 ticks. So sometimes happen, market goes up, go in our favor, and then in the middle go back, hit our stop, which is not cool. So we add a feature here is we can actually lock profit along the way, which is the new option here. It's called use target break even lock. If you check this mark here, now you can add, okay, break even trigger percentage of the target. So if you add 50%, whenever the market go in your favor, 50% from the target, your stop loss will be break even. So even the market go back against you, it's not gonna stop you out. It's gonna make it break even. Also, you can lock percentage of the target and lock secure percent of the target, which means if the market move, let's say in this case 75%. So if the market moves 75% in your favor, then it's gonna move 25% in your favor. Yeah, what I mean is once it reaches 75% in your favor, your stop loss will instead of being break even, it's gonna be 25% already secured, locked profit. So even if the market goes 75% in your favor and pull back down, you already secured 25% from the profit. Which is we can tweak the change. You can make it like, okay, I want to lock the target and at 50, which means once the market go to 50% from the target, it's going to be break even, okay? And then whenever it moves, the system will secure 25% along the way, whatever you decide, okay? Also, we're going to provide you a template. Keep in mind, this option you have to back test it. I'm going to show you now the template and the playback for the template, and the back testing and everything. So this is the main one. The other one also, we made very cool feature here, which is, I'm going to show you in a moment now, which is the risk control. The risk control is going to be, let's say you are in today, let's say you are up $1,000. Green, you are $1,000 in this particular template. You want to keep trading, but you don't want to give away the profit you made, all of it. That's why you can do that. So you can actually add the profit threshold, which means it will trigger once you reach this amount, in this case, $1,000. And then you say, okay, I'm gonna only give back 80% or 50 or whatever you choose. So which means is, if you add this, let's say $1,000. So once your profit reach $1,000, if the system find the trade, the risk for this trade is more than 80%, you add it here, which is in this case more than $800, it will not take trade. So in this scenario, you already locked $200 in your favor. You can change it, you can make it 50%, 20%, 30%. Keep in mind, also, you have to be realistic with this. What I mean by that, if you make it like, okay, profit threshold 100, let's say. In this case, if you reach $100 profit, and then you add like risk give back 50%, then the system will not take any trade risking more than $50, which means you're not going to take any trades whatsoever. So in this case, so I would say use it wisely. So I like to use it when I'm using the trailing manual with the system. When I'm using the trailing manual, when I'm moving my stop manually, I like to use this $1,000 80%. Because once I reach $1,000 profit, I don't want to turn the $1,000 profit to be losing that. But still, I want to trade. Right? Like some days we make $3,000 a day, $2,500 a day, whatever. Right? So we're going to still keep trading. In the same time, I don't want to risk more than I made. So I make it 80%, which means $800, which is in NQ market is still reasonable risk. So if the market find a trade, if there is a trade like risk more than $800, system will not take it anyway. And then you'll be done. You're not gonna take the trade, and then you're gonna keep looking for a trade then it's $800 or less. Or like it happened today, I was up today almost $1,100, and then no trades came because there is no trades risking then less than $800. So that's it. I was up $1,100. Okay, that's a very cool feature, but also you have to use it wisely, especially for the auto trading, because again, we're gonna provide you the auto trading template. I'm gonna show you now the two templates, one of the swing 5, one of the auto trail. And I'm going to show you also the back testing result for the last year, show you everything. And I'll show you also the best way to trade the system for your evaluation or for a prop firm account. Like it could be PA account, evaluation account, or even life account. It doesn't matter. Also, the other thing we added here, not added, we actually force it, which is the daily max profit, daily max loss. Now, the daily max profit, daily max loss now is enforced 100%. So whenever you add here, max daily profit, max daily loss, whenever you reach it, you're going to see a message here pops up in the screen, daily max profit hit, daily max loss hit. System will still print signals without taking any trades. And it will do that. It will keep this message until the end of day and then the next day open, which is the pre-market open at 6 p.m., which is very cool. So it's not going to allow you to take any other trade in this account using this template at all, unless when the pre-market open. So it's going to enforce, stop trading. That's the three things we added the V3, which I would say is a very, very important add-on. Now, we're going to talk about the templates now. So in your members area, you should see, you see a lot of templates because we back testing this template here. This one template make $81,000 a year, blah, blah, blah. But now we're gonna show you now the template we have. So we're gonna go now back testing. You're gonna go strategy analyzer. Again, if someone tell me NinjaTrader, when you back test strategy analyzer is not accurate, with this system, it is 100% accurate. For two reasons. First of all, it is 1 minute bar. It's not intra-bar. So the signal printing after the bar is closed. This is the first thing. Second thing, the stop loss and the profit is big. Either it's bar high and low or swing, which means even there is a slippage, it's not going to affect anything. So the result you will see now, it is 100% accurate. And you can go to the chart, go back day by day, and you're going to see the profit line, the stop line, and you can calculate it yourself. So whatever I'm going to show you now, this is 100% accurate result. And also you can see that live track. So you're going to pick the V3, and the pre-market template, actually, we have in the last year, we have 4 templates made a lot of money. The most one make actually $81,000 for the whole year with drawdown $9,000. And there is a one make 69.7, 77.9, 74.10. So we choose to give you the lowest drawdown because that's actually what we want. We want the lowest drawdown. You know what I mean? Because for your prop firm. So you should see in your members area auto pre-market final, which is going to be this one, 69.7K anyway. So auto pre-market final, you're going to go pick this one. And if you can see, this one is going to trade 4, keep in mind, this is Pacific time. So it trades 4 hours before the market open. 4 hours before the market open. So if you are Eastern, this should be 5:30. And then as well, it's going to trade the whole day as usual. And then this is the daily max profit, $200, daily max loss, 150, which means this template, if it's lost in one trade, it's not going to take any trades. Period. Same with if it's green, stop trading. Right? And it's using EMI SLAF 14 as usual. It uses the 50 quant overall as usual. And it used swing 20. But in this time, it actually used risk reward 4, not 3. And now it used the target break-even lock. So it triggered the break-even after 75%. So if the market reached 75%, it will lock the break-even. And then once the market goes 75% in your favor, the stop loss will move 50%, which is very cool. So let's say your profit target is 1,000 ticks. Let's say, okay. Once the market moves 750 ticks, okay, in your favor, then it will move break even, okay, and then after one more tick, which is going to be 75 or more, the stop loss will move at 500 ticks profit. 500, half of the profit secured. Whatever it goes up, hit the profit. Whatever not, again, we can tweak this. You can change it. I will show you how. You can actually do whatever you want. So if you do the NQ now, and see from January 1st until the 15th of November, then you can run it. You should see. You can also tweak. You can tweak the, this one doesn't use prop firm mode. You can enable the prop firm mode. You can change the numbers. And if you see a template make more money and less drawdown than this one, yeah, go for it. Let us know. But this one is actually, the sweet spot, the highest profit and the lowest drawdown that we found so far, right? So let's see. It's going to take a while because it's back tested 1 year, and I am running now almost like 25 charts now on my computer, but we'll see. This is the auto template, all right? So you will see now the result is going to show you almost 60 something profit and $7,000 drawdown. So if you are trading, here you go, $69,000 profit. That is 1 to 84 profit factor, which is beautiful. So 69 grand, $7,000 drawdown. And, you see the average winning trade is $2,400. It's huge. And average profit per month around $600, which is massive. So this template make you an average $6,000 a month, around every month, trading one e-money. So let's say now you want to trade, you don't like the $7,000 drawdown. You want to reduce the $7,000 drawdown, and you don't mind making less money. You can actually, instead of trading one e-money, you can trade one micro. That's it. Keep everything the same. You don't need to change anything. Just one micro. Instead of one e-money, trade 5 micros, and then you're going to reduce this stop risk. Instead of making 69, going to be almost $35,000, and your drawdown is going to be $3,500. So, depending on whatever account you're trading, you should use this as an example. I'm also going to show you now the best actually template to use in evaluation in a moment. This one is make a lot of money, draw down a little bit high. That's why we use this template actually to trade. If you guys watch the video about the $2,000 one micro, so we use this template to trade one micro. So instead of making $600 a month, you can make $600 a month, which means you can actually double your account every 3 months if you're trading $2,000 account. And there is a whole video about this. You can watch the members area about how you can do that and actually can increase 1 micro every $2,000. It's a beautiful strategy. This is the pre-market. And now if you will see, if you can see now, also you should see in members area, you should see the swing 5 final. So the swing 5 final now is gonna trade pre-market. So we used to trade the swing 5 at the open. Now it's trading pre-market. This template make today $3,000, by the way, just today. So again, 4 hours before market open, depending on your time zone, until 8:45 Pacific, which is 11:45 Eastern, 15 minutes after Europe session close. Daily max loss $2,000, daily profit in dollars, daily max loss $1,500, and then this one also use quant overall 50, which is different than the swing 5, the old one. So this one is not gonna be taking every trade you take with the trailing stop. It's gonna be more a little bit conservative. It's gonna be look similar to the pre-market template, but instead of trading the whole day, it trade until 15 minutes after market close. And then this one actually used swing 3, not swing 5. Swing 3, it's not swing 5. And this one actually we use the prop fair mode. We're trading down $5,000, threshold $100, 40% max profit per trade from the $9,000. And if you run this, also you can change this number. And if you find better result than this one, let us know. We'll see now the result now for this template for the whole year. Yeah, take a minute. Okay. So once we've done this, I will show you, the best template to trade evaluation. What is the loss drawdown? You guys know me. I'm very, oh, here we go. 54 grand, 7. So this one is a profit, almost, 20 grand less profit. Drawdown the same, but it is still different template. So, and it's using different approach with how to take the profit and stop. So it's a different template. You can use a different account. Again, if you don't like the drawdown, you can actually reduce the size. And instead of trading 1 E-mini, you can trade like 5 micros, 6 micros. And then just make sure this one is different. So make sure to change these numbers here. So if you trade 1 micro, this is going to be $200, 150, 2 micros, multiplied by 2, 3 micros by 3, and so on and so forth. And that's the only thing you need to do. And just instead of E-mini, you can trade micro. Okay. And then you have the normal now. This is actually the normal ones. This is the automated ones. And then we have the normal fixed target here. Right. So I want to show you something also very quick. So you guys remember we trade the fixed target here, which means add the 15 and 100, and we trade the trailing stop. The trailing stop, actually, if you guys want to show you now, the trailing stop, I want to show you the result for the trailing stop, manual trailing stop, since, let's say, because I started using this since, I think, September 15, I think, was 16, I'm not sure. Let's see. Trade. So, I think September 1st. Oh. All right, September 8th. I'm not sure which day I traded this one here. Okay, yeah, 16. So if you guys can see this one, the average profit per month is $9,000, which is higher than 2 templates. And look at the drawdown. Look at the drawdown. Very low drawdown. Even if you look at the daily, I think the max loss we have so far is $1,300. That's the max loss. So I would say the best template actually to trade using the evaluation is using the trailing, and you move your stop manually. So if you guys watching me in the trading room, I add this template here, which is the trailing stop. Template should have it already. And I have $2,000 profit, daily max profit, and $1,100 daily max loss. And I am using the give back, and also my stop loss is at bar high and low, 24 ticks offset. And I am using the risk control, $1,000, 80% give back, which means if I am up $1,000, I'm not going to risk more than 80% from the $1,000. But I have to reach $1,000. So the way we do this is very simple. You know, once you have a trade, like this morning, this morning actually we catch this massive long trade. I make $1,100 from this trade this morning. This massive long trade, right? So once you get the signal like this, the system automatically will add that. It will add the buy limit for us. It will actually enter the trade for us. And once we are here, my stop loss will be initially here, and then I'm going to start moving my stop loss behind each bar market structure. So I'm, trying to hide my stop behind the 15, and then I catch from this trade around $1,100. And then if you have the parabolic SAR, you can using the second one as a stop once in your favor. So in this one here, we catch around from here. I think we stopped out around here. This is almost $400 ticks if you take it like this. Just almost like two grand profit. But in this morning, actually, I stopped out here, around here, actually. Yeah. But I should actually use it. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my stop loss behind market structure, like I see any wicks, hide my stop loss behind 15, whatever. And once I see this parabolic SAR come in my favor, I'm start using the second one, not the first, the second. So if I'm here like this, my stop loss would be here. The second one right here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and so on and so forth. I mean, like that. This way, and again, if the market go against me immediately, I'm also tied my stop. That's why the drawdown is low. So I'm not letting the market go hit my stop loss. If I see the market like that signal came and immediately pull back, I'm going to tie my stop and then look for another trade. That's fine. So that's why I prefer moving the stop loss manually, because you already in control. So you see what happened in the market, and if the market is choppy, you can actually exit quickly. If the market is moving, you can stay in the trade. You are in control. That's why this is the one, the most one I actually prefer for you guys to use in evaluation. It's I would say it's almost impossible if you can actually blow your account using this one. No? So evaluation, use this one. Now, for the fixed target, if you guys see the tracker, since October 1st, which is this, the result, by the way, we make 60 grand October 1st for template, which is crazy. But if you see the template, the fixed target template, actually makes $6,000, and which is not bad, by the way. It's 1 month and a half, still not bad. Look at the trailing stop, $13,000, almost double. So the trailing stop make more money. Fixed target, yes, make more money too, but the fixed target, we focus on the next target, like the next area we're gonna put our stop. What we can do if you don't wanna, if you wanna trade manual, only one thing, which is the trailing one, you can actually do something else. I'll show you now. How about we go? I want to show you something actually how we can actually backtest. Can backtest this live now. Okay. So how about we want to do fixed target? Let's do the V3, and let's pick any template. Let's pick the fixed target one. Let's pick the V3 manual. I want a manual fixed target. Yeah, manual fixed target. And normal market open to whatever, and we're gonna make this. I want to this fixed target. I want to be just my profit target to be around like let's say $2,000. This one, my loss is $1,100. Same like the trading stop, and now I want it to be buyer high and low, 24 ticks. I want to make 2-to-1 risk reward. So whenever I trade, whenever I make profit, I want the profit to be double. And in here, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to use the risk labeled. So once I'm up $1,000, I don't want to risk more than $80, 80%. And this is going to be NQ. I want to see this what's going to do for the last month first. Before I start 1 year, whatever, I want to see, let's say from November 1st until November today, until 17 today. I'll see what happens. If you don't like the result, you can change it. You can make it 3 to 1, 1 to 1, whatever. Actually, this one is good. Since November 1st, make $2,000. So we have some losing days, yes, some losing days, but it make $2,000 since November 1st. Let's see October 1st. This is the way actually we make the template, by the way. This is the way we make the template. And also you can do the same. You can do this, and then you start first by 1 month to see if it is good. And then you can adjust it. That's actually not good because it make $2,000 and lost and drawdown is $4,000. So that's not good, right? So what you can do is, okay, let's see. Let's see if we use, instead of bar high and low, let's see if you use 1 to 1. So keep it the same. Always change one thing at a time. Don't change just one thing. So instead of 2 to 1, let's try 1 to 1, which is, I think, is going to be worse for 1 to 1. Yeah. Oh, actually, this one is better. This one is better. $2,000 in 2 months, by the way. Just keep in mind, this is actually 2-month result. With almost $1,800 drawdown. Still, not great, but better than the other one. All right. So let's see if we make the stop loss a swing and swing 5, and we make it 1 to 1. Let's see. Actually, I want to also change the stop offset to be 4 ticks because it's using already swing 5. So let's see. This actually is good, but the drawdown is high. So if you make this 8 ticks, because we're using swing 5, so I don't want a 24 ticks to offset. Let's see. This actually, still high, $5,000, $6,000 profit. Let's see if you make this 2 to 1. That's actually good. $8,000 in 2 months, $4,000, but still the drawdown is high. $4,000, Still this one make more money than the fixed target we trade. Like this one, because the result almost 2 months. We make $6,000. This was made $8,000. So is this one make more money? We're using swing 5 and 2 to 1 risk reward. Make more money. So for the 2-month result, we can stick with this one. But you can also, tweak other things. Let's say if we make this one 1 to 1. Actually, did we change 1 to 1 to swing 5? Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see. I forgot. And also, it's better if when you create templates, it's better to have an Excel sheet so we don't forget. Because sometimes I forget which I forget. We already tested 2 to 1. So let's say if we test 3 to 1. This one actually is better. 3 to 1 risk reward swing 5 and make $11,000 and $4,000 drawdown for the last 2 months. You see the daily result? Yeah, you have $1,000 daily, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Let's say if we actually, honestly, you also can play with this. Let's say if we disable this option of risk control enabled, what's going to happen? Which means it's going to keep trading, regardless of whatever. Let's see what's going to happen. Actually, didn't change anything because it takes trade anyway more than $800, so it didn't affect anything for now. So you can keep it better. Let's say if we increase the daily max loss, Make it 15. I want to make it like 2 grand. I want to see what happens. I want to play with it because sometimes when you tide your max loss per day, it's gonna increase you. It's gonna reduce your profit. This one actually works. So $1,100 was better. So let's say if we make this $1,000 profit instead of $2,000 profit. That's the way you make templates, by the way. They didn't change anything. So make it the same. $8,000. And this market open. And let's see what else we can do. You can also try the primary. You can also try the filters, which I don't prefer, but you can. We can, it's a high time frame. I don't want to take trade if the higher time frame is, let's say, 5 minutes, 50 MA, which means the system will not take trade long unless it is above the 50 MA of the 5 minutes. Let's see how this is going to work, which is, I think, is going to be like, it's not good result because, when you use higher time frame, actually, this one is good, man. Oh, I love that. Actually, we make this live now. Woo! You make a template now. That's good. So this one is actually good. This one is actually makes $16,000 and $3,000, and now you can actually try to save this. So don't forget, and you can save it like test fixed. Now oh man, that's actually good. Higher time frame, 5 minutes. Now let's see how this template did for the whole year. It did good since October 1st, but the whole year, I don't know. Let's see. Sometimes you will see beautiful results for the last 2 months, and then we test the whole year, garbage. We'll see. We'll see what this template. Actually, I made this template live with you guys. I didn't plan to do that, but again, system has a lot of stuff you can add. You can play with it. You can, make your own templates. You can test different markets. It is massive system. So what we discover now from this system is not even scratching the surface. Let's see. Come on. So this template doesn't take trade unless the market is above the 50 EMA for the 5 minutes time frame. Which is actually, I never used this filter before. It's very cool. Come on. Oh, see that? That's bad. That's bad. See, the result for the last 2 months is beautiful. But the whole year, draw down $16,000. That's bad. So that's why you start in the beginning first. You can start for the whole year if you want, but it will take some time. So you can also change this here. And instead of using the higher time frame, 5 minutes, let's say if we use, let's say if we use 100 EMA for the 5 minutes, which is, I think is going to be worse. But let's see. I'm not a big fan, by the way, of adding a lot of filters, by the way, because the system already has a lot of filter inside. It uses currently high and low filters. It has used volume filters. It uses supply and demand. It is a lot of stuff inside already. So anything you add more, it will miss a lot of trades. But we add these filters, for you guys to choose, so you can tweak it whatever for your liking. We'll see what's going to happen now. And also, we have a weekly meeting every week. Should you guys attend this weekly meeting? We discuss this template. Come on. This one, still the drawdown is so high. Why? Because it missed a lot of trades because of the higher time frame. It make a lot of money, yes, but the drawdown is huge. So if you get back to the 50 again, 50 was better profit, and now the drawdown high means it hit the loss more than often. That's why drawdown is high. So let's try if we make the profit $1,000. See what happens. We can also try the 3 grand profit. We'll see. And also you can try to make it trade the whole day. So, and by the way, sometimes when they let the system trade the whole day, especially after lunch, sometimes the big trades happening. But again, we have to check if it is. I would say if you spend like every day like an hour playing with this, it's a fun game to play with different markets, different. You can tweak whatever setting you want, change anything you want. And you might be surprised. You might find a template that has the lowest drawdown, the high profit we ever made before. If you got this template, please let us know. We have a whole team working on this, by the way, every day, working different templates, different markets, to provide you guys with the best of the best. But I'm showing you live now how we actually do it. Still, the drawdown is so high. So let's say if we make this $3,000 profit, and let's say if you're going to trade it the whole day, 13:45 my time. Let's see. Also, how about you trade? I like the pre-market open, by the way. I like sometimes there's a lot of big trades happening before market open, especially around 8 a.m. Eastern. So I like to trade the pre-market, by the way. Let's see if you trade the pre-market like the pre-market template and see what's gonna happen with this $3,000 profit and higher time frame. We'll see. Also, you can change the max state bar cancel if no touch, which is how many bar if no touch the trade will be cancelled. I like the 5, but you can change it. You can make it 10. Sometimes like today actually, the fifth bar was one tick, close one tick before the entry, and the trade is cancelled, and it was a massive short. We missed it, but it happens sometimes. When you back test the system, most likely when you have 5 bars before touching the entry, it's a choppy. So but again, we can try see 10. We can try this now and see if we at 10 what's gonna happen. We'll see. And by the way, using because we're scalping actually, we trade like scalpers. So back testing 1 year is fair enough. That's why I like the using manual moving stop trailing more than anything else, because the system is providing you with very, very high accurate signal. I always say AI plus 96% of the time market will move in your favor. For how many ticks? We don't know. It will move. Sometimes 20 ticks, sometimes 50, sometimes 100, sometimes 1,000. We don't know. But it will move 96% of the time. That's why in the auto mode, when the system trade for you, it might show you a good result, but the market behavior might change, right? Market behavior might change in the long term. Long term. So when you make an auto mode, it's already gonna move or hit the profit stop in specific way all the time. But when you move your stop loss manually, you adapt to the market. You see the lines 15, you see the daily, you see everything in your eyes. We cannot add this to the bot, the automated. If I add the automated to calculate every 15-minute support resistance and every daily support resistance since 2 years, this bot will need a massive machine to run. It's not gonna be easy to run on any machine. It's gonna be very, very massive. You're gonna need like a, I don't know, big machine to run this bot. It's not gonna be easy. So that's why I always say in the beginning, if you are, the 1 month trail, whatever, I want you to stick to the system and use and move your stop loss manually. Yeah, run all the template on the same account. That's fine. See the result by your eyes. But I want you to move your stop loss manually. Let the system take the trade for you, and then move your stop loss behind the market structure. And you will see how much money you make in a month. You'll see. And it's not it's not a hard job, man. You already system take everything from you. You need to look for any trades. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to place the market. It's gonna be place the trade for you. All you need to do, where should I move my stop? That's it. Easy job. You can do it like when you are hangover. It doesn't matter. I don't know, don't trade on hangover, but that's, you got the point. It is not hard to do it. But in the beginning, I highly suggest to trade the trailing stop manually, because that's the one has the lowest drawdown so far, big time. Yes, the pre-market template make tons of money, swing 5 make tons of money, but it is still automated. Yes, there is a max loss per day, there is a max loss, all the good stuff, yes. But I want you to taste how the signal is accurate by trading yourself, and run all the template on simulation for the first month. But on the evaluation account or P account, whatever you trade, you move your stop loss trailing manually, and after 1 month, you will see the templates, how is doing during the month. You will see the profit, you will see the drawdown, and then you will decide, okay, now I want to buy a new account for this specific template. And this account make me this much money and this drawdown. And you go back historically. So now I'm going to actually, instead of one E-mini, I'm going to trade like 5 micros. I don't want to, because my account I want to buy have like some prop firm have like $4,000 drawdown. So this $4,000 drawdown, you cannot trade this swing 5 or pre-market template. You can't. It might not lose it for a month, but it will, because the record is $7,000. So you need an account that have more than that, or you trade micro to reduce it. So instead, if you have an account like have $4,000 drawdown, trading the trailing stop manual, it's a perfect one. Perfect. You never reach, actually, you're not gonna reach $4,000 drawdown in this template. You're not gonna reach it, right? But you can actually trade. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna trade 3. Why this one taking so long, man? I have a lot of stuff on my computer. Holy man, my apology, guys. I have like 25 charts running now at the same time. Anyway, this one is bad, man. See, this one is bad. Anyway, I'm not gonna spend the whole time. You get the idea of how you build a template, so you can actually go and change the higher primary filter. You can actually also do dynamic filter, which means the market already will check if it's inside day or not. Inside day means it is within the previous day, open and close. And if it's inside day, pick this filter or none. If it's outside day, pick this filter or none. And also you can change the stop mode, bar higher, lower, swing. You can change the stop loss mode in fixed or swing trail, which means the stop loss would be moved by itself, which is I don't prefer, by the way. I don't prefer to make a system automated using a trailing stop, because sometimes market moving so quickly, it will miss when the market try to move the stop loss, sometimes it miss it. So it's not safe. So I like to be fixed, right? And then you can play with it, right? That's it, guys. So again, stick with the template I give it to you, the 4 templates you have now. The plan should be, whenever you trade now, evaluation or any account, PA, whatever, trade it on the trailing stop move with me in the morning on YouTube, trading room every day, live, and also the fixed target. Fixed target, you can trade it also in simulation. You don't need to trade. You can also skip the fixed target. You don't need to trade the fixed target. You don't need to. You can also just trade the trailing stop manual. That's it. And run the pre-market template and the swing on simulation for a month before adding anything to it, before using any prop firm, nothing. I want you to say to yourself, trust it. That's the most important thing, especially with the bots. Because if you run the evaluation, you catch 2 losing days, there's garbage, you're going to close it next day, make the own money. So I need you to trust it first. So that's the plan, okay? So whatever evaluation account you use or PA, you can use also a trade copier. We have a trade copier here. You can get it, or any other trade copier you want. If you have more than one account, evaluation or prop firm, you can trade the trailing stop and copy the trade for whatever accounts you want, live, and then trade the two different templates automated on simulation account. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and see you all in the trading room and YouTube live every day. Thank you.